This exercise has to do with the most basic understanding of how to separate values, how to understand values, and how to match values. So this is a 10-step value scale that I sent out to you, and it really represents, let's say, the whole keyboard of what's possible to put down on paper, with value 10 here being the paper and value 1 here being the darkest possible mark you could get out of your darkest pencil. And so within that spectrum, you can really draw anything. Just like with the 12 notes of the scale, you could hum any song that's ever been written. And so the practice here is to match the tonality of these individual value steps. And the way you do it is by properly sharpening your pencil. You can see that I've got a 2B Tombow Mono pencil here. And what I've done is to sharpen it so that there's a good amount of lead exposed, not too much, but just enough. And I've also taken a piece of sandpaper and put kind of a flat surface on one side. So I'm not just drawing with the point at all, I'm drawing with kind of a nice broad surface of graphite. And the method of placing the graphite down on the paper is really pretty simple. I'm just touching down very, very softly with really fast overlapping ovals. And the idea is you want to produce almost like a cloud of value 6, 7, or 8. And if you draw right into the value strip, you'll get to a point where your value is continuous with the value on the strip. And that's referred to as passage. So you have blended those two tones so that they're indistinguishable from each other. And that's the exercise. And it's really good to start any session of drawing off with a really quick 9-step scale, just to warm yourself up, kind of tune your pencils in. And then we're going to build on top of this exercise in more and more elegant ways. But what's important about these little tonal feels is that they look like they were just exhaled onto the page. You really can't tell how they got there. You don't see any individual scratches. You don't see any texture. You don't see any change in direction of the pencil. It looks like it was placed there with an airbrush, basically, or like a cloud of value 7 graphite just kind of like settle down on the page. So soft edges, really, really careful craftsmanship, and just kind of like slowly bleeding out onto the page. No short changes, no jarring jumps in value. And that's the exercise. And if you get that, we go on to the next exercise, in which we put all of these tonalities together into a gradient. And then once you can draw gradients, really there's nothing you can't do.